Best know there's no one in the blooper reel section. I don't know.
That's not English.
I might have to move this over.
Floof the pillow! After a comment is said.
Be right there, just be like, what was that? That was Bird Wolf. Alright, getting distracted. Hi everybody, and we're back with another video. I have a friend! The same friend that I said was going to be in my last video, but due to circumstances and life and stuff, she wasn't able to come by. This is Ty!
I am Ty.
Also known as GGAlpha, and she will be starting her own channel soon. I will leave a link in the description box below. She does all kinds of gaming commentaries and stuff with other friends. And it's hilarious. You need to watch it once they come out. In fact, if you don't watch it, you should go elsewhere, because you're not fun. So today's video is going to be like another Q&A video. I already did my 20 question block tag video already. And so we have questions for the lovely Ty, who will answer them, hopefully in English.
I'm great.
It's good, it's good. Do you feel weird being on camera? Because most of your commentaries don't actually show you guys.
Nah, when I start doing my cast, I'm gonna have to be on camera regardless, so might as well get used to it now.
Yay! First
in fact, our commentary videos would have been on camera if, you know, Bernals didn't insist on being the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Alrighty, so I have about 9 questions here. I have them written down because my memory is atrocious, so forgive me.
Seems to be a theme in this house.
You write things down as you get older so you don't forget things, because I'm turning into a geriatric or something.
It's like, I forgot to lock the door. I forgot to take the keys out of my car. I forgot to set the stove off. Wait a minute, as you come home and your house is on fire.
No, I can't even laugh about that. That red bowl that Carlton had popcorn in the other night. The next morning, I went to go and make coffee, and I turned on the wrong stove. It was on. It was on. Under the bowl.
Hold on.
And then all of a sudden,
Are you still plastic? Yeah, you're still plastic.
Pretend like that never happened.
What never happened?
Exactly.
I didn't set the bowl on fire.
It didn't smell. There was that one time I melted the plate, but that was an accident. That was an accident. But we're losing track again. Question 1. How long have you had the locs?
I'm not becoming a turkey. About 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
2 years. She's maybe 2 years old. Maybe 2 years old. We celebrate birthdays. What made you want to lock your hair in the first place?
Are we not going to go with the fact that I'm lazy? But I always liked how locks look. Ergo, the scary looking locks you see on some people, because we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the nice locks. But the way I saw it is, I don't know, I never liked any other style for me, and I used to just like plait and shingle my hair regardless. So I'm like, as opposed to having to loose out my hair every couple of weeks and then do it over, might as well do this. And I'm very, very happy I made that choice.
True. When you used to wear your hair loose and had to retwist your hair and stuff, how long did that usually take on average?
Half of my day.
Okay. That sounds about right, because there'd be like the washing, and then you have to clear it out, and then you have to part it in sections, and then you have to twist it.
Yeah, and one of my biggest issues was, like, I didn't want to just plait it again right away. I wanted to let the fro breathe a little bit, and people just can't help but touch, like, oh, look at your hair, it's so fluffy.
No.
And this time they was just, like, playing in mud, cut probably a few minutes earlier and didn't wash their hands, but you'll never know, and it's too late. Because they just kind of sneak up on you and touch your hair without permission.
You're like, babe, you know what that's like? That's like me sticking my finger in your cup. You drinking something, but I'd be like, oh, that looks so cool. Let me just... Like, that tastes delicious. You just came from mixing cement outside. The cement under your nails. It's in my drink.
Yeah. Can I have this then?
Anyway. Question 3. What process did you use to start your locks?
I used the Afro Kinky hair and just twisted with my own natural hair first, and then as months and weeks went by, like at first it was every 2 weeks, just retwist the new growth. and like it as it got more locked and less fro, it went from 2 weeks to 3 weeks to once a month, and once it got to the length you see it at now, I just took the twist off.
Oh, okay. And I guess, was there like a weird transitioning period when your hair was starting the whole locking process? Like, did you go through the ugly phase, as people like to put it?
That's kind of what the twists are for. If you're afraid of going through the weird phase of having locks, so it kind of looks like you got like little roly polies all up in your hair. Nah, it's like you could skip that, because if I had wanted to, I could have left the twist in.
That's true.
But I'm like, I'm happy with where it is now. I can just take them out.
Fair enough. Let's see.
Ironically though, when I had the twist in, people were like, oh my god, your hair is getting so long. I took the twist out. All of that is yours? Mind you, with the twist in my hair was double this length. Like, if I still had them in, you wouldn't be able to see my chest. That's how long they were. People.
Like, how does that even make sense? Like, that's the biggest thing I notice with people with natural hair. When it's your hair and it gets to a certain length, what you mean all that is your hair? Where did it come from? But when you're wearing weave, you're like, oh, your hair looks so nice, oh, it looks so long, oh, it's so shiny, oh, it's so healthy, but you're hating on my real hair, though.
I don't understand.
What's up with that? Yo, I think we're getting too conditioned to enjoy weave. A weave could be a great thing for people who don't have, like, any notion of how to deal with like their natural hair, in which case, you know, they could tear up that weave and everything would be cool, but just abuse the weave, not your hair.
I love the fashion of it. The problem is some people don't realize you have to take care of the weave too. You gotta wash that and comb that just like it was yours, not don't want people to see my shame. You put on this weave.
It shouldn't be that funny, it really shouldn't be that funny, but it is. What sort of routine do you keep to maintain your locks?
You probably should not do this all the time. I'm like a special case, but I ignore my hair thoroughly. I guess the only problem I have with my hair is like it gets dry really fast, because there are two extremes in my job. Either I'm in an air-conditioned office and too cold, not good for your scalp, or I'm in somewhere that's hot, that causes my head to sweat, also not really good for your scalp. You live on a tropical island where it's like hot 150% of the time.
That reminds me.
So what I do is I have a spray bottle mix. It's mostly bottled water and oil of any kind, coconut, tea tree, olive, whatever smells nice to you. Just not carrot, because that stuff causes some major buildup.
True.
And if ever my hair feels thirsty, just spray my scalp a little bit and rub it all in there, and I'm fine for a couple of days. And washing and conditioning, I do that once a month, because I feel some kind of way about washing my hair and not retwisting it, because then it kind of just looks like a bird nest with a bunch of twigs sticking up. So, and you don't want to retwist too often, because then you take the risk of thinning out your roots and the lock itself breaking off.
That's true, because I noticed with like different hair textures, I know a couple of people who go like, I've seen some people on Tumblr and YouTube who wouldn't retwist their hair for like 3 to 5 months or something because they semi-freeform. And then you have people who, like me, maybe retwist it every time they wash their hair, because my scalp feels some type of way when I don't wash my hair once a week. Because when I was loose natural, that's all I was doing. Every Saturday or Sunday, I don't go nowhere, so it's wash day. And it's like my scalp just got so trained to that I can't do it any other way. And sometimes I'm kind of jealous that I want to go like a month without touching this, but my scalp's like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work.
It's like, no, boo-boo. I'm already nice to this good treatment you had me on. Don't do it.
But I used to ignore you too.
I'm gone back to a 3-week schedule, because I like 3 weeks. 3 is my favorite number. I'm weird that way. And it's a nice balance in between. It's not too much, it's not too little. I don't go a whole month and then my hair feels dirty. But tying your hair at night is also incredibly important. Don't want them linens drying out your head.
No. especially if you have like those pillows that end up with like little pills on it. You be rolling around in your pillow just loving yourself, and you wake up and there's like lint everywhere and your hair doing the Coolio thing, just sticking all up in different directions.
So satin cap at night, spray every 2-3 days lightly, and wash every 3 weeks. Sorry, wash and retwist every 3 weeks.
Pretty simple routine.
Styling optional, because sometimes the styles just be too tight and it's like trying to create a suction mask all the way at the back of your scalp. It's like, nah.
See, that's one of the biggest things. Like, that's why I always just be afraid to go to hairdressers. Like, they always pull your hair so tight to that point where you always look surprised and you can't move your eyebrows because your hair too tight and it'll hurt if you move your face.
Like, I want you to know I became an FBI agent when I was searching for somebody to do my locks. So it's like, I have no idea how I'm going to start this on my own, so I'll go to a professional. But then my cousin had locks, and the first time he got them done, they did them too tight, so now he has like a nice little bald plate in the middle of his head.
Ooh.
And he thought cutting off his locks and then cutting his hair off and starting over would remedy that. Nah, your follicles are permanently damaged.
Oh, wow.
Because niggas them didn't know how to take care of your hair.
See?
So not too tight. So like this lady I went to, she had a whole portfolio already. She was ready for people like me. Like, she even had locks herself for 4 years, but she got them off because she was like, you know what it's like doing locks all day, every day, and then going home and having them do the same thing. No.
Just have one of those. Just shave the whole thing
Shave
off.
off a whole. But it was great because her locks were fantastic, because she still has references to when she had her locks, and they look great. They were waist length.
Wow.
Yeah.
One day.
And some of her clients, like, they come to her with badly damaged hair because people already didn't do it right. And then, though she ain't a miracle worker, but she managed to get a nice, healthy look with them again. It's like, all right, you have sold me. And here we are,
Yay.
2 years later.
I'm probably going to add some applause in there somewhere if I could find the sound effects. Okay, question 5. What's your favorite thing about having locks?
The fact that I can get up in the morning, do this, and my hair is fixed.
Question 6. Least favorite thing about having locks?
I guess the least favorite thing is that you gotta be careful about how wet you get it, because it does get incredibly heavy when it's wet. So stuff like going to the beach and soaking in water and going to the pool and stuff, it's kind of like, you can't just dive and then come out and shake your head out like Little Mermaid. Nah, it's kind of like, and I gotta think about going home and washing all the salt and chlorine out of my head.
Yay.
You just gotta be mindful of how often you get these wet.
Yeah, because I think at one point someone had invited me to the beach and I was like, I just wash these though.
Yeah, so it's like, you're the type of person that like to dive and get all funky and water gymnastics, then wear a cap, I guess.
I guess. What's the weirdest thing that ever happened with your locks?
I guess the weirdest thing that ever happened to my locks is like they kind of had a knot thing going on. Like, I can't remember what went on with the style my hair was in that day, but it's like I'm just gonna unloose my hair, and then at random points throughout the day, my boss was just looking at my head like, is your hair like in a bow? What? It's like, it is. Like, how did you even? Duh. So sometimes the locks try to get like real friendly with each other, and it's just like, hey, break it up.
Wow.
We in public.
I remember someone saying that that's like, what is it, a Congo knot or something like that? Because that used to happen, like when I first started my locks and I used to retwist them. Like they literally used to just,
I want to get to know you so much better.
And I wish it was just like 1 or 2 together. Sometimes it used to be like 5 or 6.
Like, what's wrong with you?
You got this wrist thick lock just laying on your shoulder, just hanging out right there, like the flip you come from me.
Yeah, so I'd say that's like the weirdest my locks, just trying to assimilate into whatever it is I'm eating and drinking. I'm just gonna sip my cup. Give me a second. Just gotta squeeze out coffee out my hair.
You're making sure it's not poison.
Thanks. It probably is now.
No. Well, I don't know how tea tree oil does when digested. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments, I guess. Oh my god.
I want a throwback story of that.
Please. In fact, video responses will be necessary if you have that happen. Like, oh my god. What was my next question? Oh god. We stop here? Any words of wisdom or advice for people starting their locks?
I guess the standard pretty much goes like, yeah, it leaves a bit of leg room to be lazy every now and then, but not too much, because still your hair and it still needs some little TLC every now and then, especially when you're starting it. The starting point is like the hardest part. It kind of can make or break what your locks are gonna look like.
Yeah.
Like if they start off too thin, you'll have to bear that in mind, because the starting point is where you have to retwist very often until they lock. So you don't want to get them too thin to the point where you worried that, oh, the wind blow too hard and there goes like 5 pieces of your hair getting carried off with it. So make sure you wrap that at night. Make sure you have a professional start it for you until you're comfortable to the point of doing it yourself. Because hell, I had these for 2 years, but I just started retwisting myself like a month ago. So that should tell you.
How did you find that anyway? So none of that was English.
Oh right, so this is answering English. But doing it yourself was like the scariest part, because it's like you kind of don't want to be like, I don't want my hair to suddenly drop out. I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. But if you're anything like me, you want to be conservative with the amount of money you spend, because like the styling process is quite expensive.
Yeah.
I spent about $55 per visit. And when you're starting, that's every 2 weeks. You do the math.
Wow.
And it was about 6 or 7 months until I got to a 3-week, every 3 week as opposed to 2 week period. So it's drastically expensive until your hair starts to like thicken to the point where you don't gotta worry about it coming apart, because it's already locked at that point. But after you get over that initial fear of doing it yourself, it's easy on from that point. Just gotta find out which way do your locks twist. Oh, is that it? Neat.
Keep it going.
That's it.
How long did it take you to start budding anyway? Because I think for me it was like 6 months, but probably only because I shampooed every week and that kind of sped things up.
What's odd is that my hair was always doing this thing where it was trying to lock itself even long before I ever wanted locks. And it's not that I wasn't combing my hair every day, because I was. It's just my hair wanted to get real friendly with each other. So, and even she was surprised when she started locking my hair, because after the first 3 months I already had locks.
Wow.
Like, it was like, do you feel that? Feel what? Like, that's a lock. Already? Yeah. Clearly, this is what your hair wanted.
Apparently.
I guess.
It knows.
Yeah.
It knows from the get-go. It just takes us a while to catch up.
Yeah, so doing it yourself is also very rewarding, because then you get to know your hair a bit better, as opposed to having to rely on somebody to do it for you. It's kind of like, alright, I'm home, I got nothing to do today, it's kind of hot outside, I'll wash my hair, watch a video, and just go to town. Have a conversation with it. How you doing, hair?
I'm doing alright.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Any breakage lately?
Only on the left-hand side.
A little bit thirsty, are you? Here, let me give you some water right there. Yeah, let's keep going.
Oh, that's cool. Let me see. Closing thoughts for our lovely viewers?
Locking your hair is like a commitment. I want to debunk something right now because I've seen it, I witnessed it, and I was amazed. If you ever feel like you don't want to continue going on with the locking process, fear not, you don't have to shave your head.
Oh, that's right.
Because I watched one of my guy friends whose locks was just as long as mine. Over a 2-week period, he loosed out his locks. Until one day he just showed up to work with a very epic fro going on. And nobody noticed. No one noticed. Because like every day it's like he would take out a row from the back, going up. He'd take out one row and then twist it. And it's like nobody noticed that as the days went by, the twist just started to evade his scalp until one day he just boom, fro.
Wow.
Just shows up to work. It's like, did you cut your hair? Nope. I loosed out every lock.
Hey, that takes some patience though.
It takes patience and it takes time, but it's for the people who are like the number one question I get a lot is I want to lock my hair but I'm afraid because I may not want to keep doing it. Well, yeah, think about it. I thought about it for a year and a half before I actually did it. So I know in myself I'm not gonna cut these at all, ever, because I'm not like most females who like to just jazz up their hair every now and then and get bored with a particular hairstyle. No, I have simple needs. I want my hair to get to a certain length. I don't care how it gets though. But locking seems to be the efficient route for me because I gotten to know my hair. But if in any reason at all you feel like I ain't feeling this no more, you can just loose it out. So don't worry about having to shave your head bald.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
Some people don't have the head cute shape enough.
No.
I know one of my uncles actually had this thing where his head was kind of wrinkly. You couldn't tell because he used to wear his hair like 3 inches high and just kind of pat it down. But once he shaved his head, he smiled, the back of his head smiled. That was deep.
Like this ever front back sideways smile. I want you to know how happy I am to see you.
You will forever know.
People that behind me will know how happy I am to see you.
But you can imagine if he get angry and he starts frowning, the back of his face starts scowling at.
Lord, I would be terrified.
Right?
Oh Lord. Yeah, your hair does take a lot of work. Locks in particular, there's a lot of mixed. Oh, it's a lot of work. Oh no, it's not. But for me, it's like it's half and half. Like it's the same amount of work you would take care of your hair on any other day. You don't want your hair to be dry, regardless of what state it's in.
True.
You don't want your hair to be dirty, regardless of what state it's in. Locks aren't dirty.
No.
It's another random friggin' rumor I would like to debunk.
Which is really crazy, because in order for locks to actually lock properly, they have to be clean. Like shampoo and conditioner. Jesus, if you need it.
Don't put no mayo and mud and peanut butter in your hair and try to get your hair to stick together. Don't do that.
Like, that ain't necessary.